I am a house without a door. I am a room without a floor. I'm a clock, no stroke. A chimney, no smoke. Won't you be my neighbor? Welcome to Bull Shark. I'm Steve Kosub, here with Chloe from Queen of Arcs.
Hello.
Today's theme is better a podcast than bees in your goalie mask. And while you weren't looking, Wendell kicked ass.
Wendell.
Everybody knows Wendell.
He's one hockey player?
Of course he's a hockey player.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Last week I was talking about places I lived. Among them was a Pontiac, a house full of Chinese engineers. And when I came to Toronto for good, I had $300 in a suitcase with the name Ronald Tat Kwan Chow written on the side in great big letters. At one point, I lived in a rink field house after my father and I had a fight about drums. I slept on a couch for a month and ate Jelly Roll. Then my sister came up and said, "You really need a shower. I think you ought to go home." The best place I ever lived was the ex-servicemen's boys' home in Edmonton. From what I know, it was started by the Daughters of Confederation. It had dorm-style rooms. It had restaurant booths in the dining room, and after Saturday chores, we got 35 cents for movies at the Dreamland. We had church, we had chores, we had a tutor who came in for the guys who were struggling. I made my singing debut there on a staircase, singing to 200 brownies. The brownies went wild, and I hid in the closet. Bathing in my limelight, the other boys did too. My new brothers were mostly Cree, mostly Blackfoot, and I used to spend my time watching an older kid drawing motorcycles. He was the first person to tell me about what Indigenous people in this country had gone through, and quite frankly, it broke my heart. So shortly after that, a kid at school said, "You know what? You really like to sing? Why don't you join the choir?" So he said, "Just go and talk to the priest. He can't turn you down. You're an orphan. He's got to take you." So I talked to the priest, and he looked at me severely and said, "Can you read music?" And I said, "Hell, I'm 8 years old. No, I can't read music." And then he looked at me and said, "Well, you can't be in the choir." It took me years to figure out that the reason he turned me away from the choir was I was a swarthy little kid with straight-cut dark hair, and he thought I was one of the Indian kids. So whenever I present this next song, I always dedicate it to Delbert Yellowhorse, wherever he may be.
Quick palm the X. Hush, little baby, don't sit where I got the Pontiac bent where the road don't turn. Cook quiet, little baby, don't you say a thing. I got the Buick New Orleans and the Thunderbird happening. Little old ladies look for cracks in the world. Little old men look for little old girls. Little Freddie Riding Hood lost in the mist. His mama never told him about the wind with his kiss. I got the every and the student baby shake it up. Little old ladies dream of cracks in the world. Little old men dream of little old girls. Little Johnny Riding Hood lost in the stars. His mama never told him about girls behind bars. I got to get a little lower, but I got just what it takes to take it up. Little Lord Jesus need a crucial fix. His mama never told him about a night like this. Little Lord Jesus got a heart to fix. Cause mama never told him about a girl like this. Flinging out the sheep, flinging out the sheep. Sheep are mighty noisy, but they cut the heat. Flinging out the sheep, flinging out the sheep. Sheep are mighty noisy, but they cut to eat. Little Lord Jesus need a crucial fix. His mama never told him about a night like this. Little Lord Jesus got a heart to fix. Cause mama never told him about a girl like this. Little Lord Jesus sees the cracks in the world. Little Lord Jesus dreaming little old girls. Little Lord Jesus dream of somebody's kiss. His mama never told him about a night like this. When she living like this, and she crosses him up. The cattle are lonely, that wise guys are fake. Admit it, Lord Jesus, not a sound does it make.
There are really three things you need to know to be happy, particularly in a relationship. First of all, you need to know what you want, not what you're told to want. Secondly, you have to know how to get it. Third, most importantly, you have to know what you have. I can tell you what Chloe wore for the first time I saw her, but I won't. That would piss everybody off. It would piss off the men who don't remember such things, and it would piss off the women who wish they would. Before I met Chloe, I dated a princess. She was attractive, rich. She didn't do anything.
Girl.
I'd work out, she'd smoke, eat junk, watch TV. Then I'd go for a run, she'd smoke, eat, lounge. Then I'd play hockey, she'd keep smoking, eating, lounging. I'd write and record a song, she'd lounge. Then I'd take her home so she'd go to bed. By the time all was said and done, I decided I'd had enough of babysitting adults and I was going to stay single forever.
Ooh.
Then I met Chloe and forgot what the princess looked like. Chloe won in track, won in drum corps, did dance, modeling, theater, sang with an a cappella group, started out the Mega Surfs Film Library Company, worked on 2 Academy Award films. Oh yeah, she also looks better in jeans than Princess in a $500 Wayne Clark dress.
Aw, honey.
How is my approach different? Men suffer from what I call the Sultan syndrome. Sultans expect perfection to do all the work. Before Chloe, I had a history of messing up chances with girls who like me. Gee, it's awfully dark in this cabin. Don't you think we should turn the lights on? Worst of all, the girl's name was Fiona, and I called her Fowena. How much worse does it get? You know, dumb guy shit. I decided after I met Chloe that this time I wasn't waiting for something to fall into my lap. The last thing that fell into my lap smelled like cigarettes and Cracker Jacks. This time I chose risk of failing over risk of failing to try.
Okay, wait. What did you do after you met me? When you were supposed to come back?
I went and bought a remote control tank.
Thank you. And? What else?
And chased a cat.
Okay.
And came back and rode the escalator and looked past your store.
Yeah.
But I still came back.
Okay.
Above all, I resolved to have no expectations. All I wanted was a chance to show Chloe what I saw in her, even if I never saw her again. Knowing what you have. This is the really important thing. 3 months after we met, Princess asked if we could have a small affair. I told her she'd be as lucky as me with someone else. During dating, engagement, marriage, 2 kids, certain women have acted like being married to a black woman doesn't count, so I must be available. Before music, I worked at a youth employment service where my supervisor told me how black women conspired to keep fake, new age, bone rack drunks like her single.
Yes,
She
did.
sounded like Harvey Fierstein, looked like Jabba the Quonset Hut. Yeah, that would take a conspiracy. Soon after we got married, Chloe got a really bad flu. Getting up to change bedclothes in the middle of the night, I thought to myself, this is what it means to be married. I get to look after her. For her 11th anniversary, I spent a year writing Chloe a novel on never losing sight of your person. My person made me love dance and dancing. We spent crazy calypso night at the Trinidad and Tobago Association. We watched ballet, ballroom, jazz, modern, Ukrainian folk, along with Asian queens, boxing, football, documentaries, and everything. This song is called Little Butterfingers. I recorded it at my studio, the Whack Museum. Like most songs, I wrote it walking somewhere. I play guitar, do all the vocals, backgrounds, bass, and percussion. Chloe added the horns and more background vocals. This song is about taking a risk in this life. Betting on the next one is the biggest gamble of all. The skull went pink before it could have gone gray. She was lonely as a hunchback on New Year's Day. Is this really love? Does it go this way? Little butterfingers stroking feet of clay. Well, his eyes went pink before he could have gone hey. She was lonely as a gum like a new baby. Is this really love? Does it go this way? Little butterfingers stroking feet of clay. Don't you know, Romeo, oh, 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 Juliet crying on a rooftop next door. Don't you know, baby Yoko, oh no, no. This is where the lonely ponies go. Blackjack, baccarat, Elvis loved the wheels. Flew the coop on Tupelo and grass. Casino down in Reno, that's all they had to pay. Dearly beloved, look away. Don't you know, Romeo, oh, 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 Juliet crying on a rooftop next door. If you knew, baby Yoko, oh no, no. This is where the lonely ponies go. It's going pain before we could have gone, hey. She was lonely as a hunchback on New Year's Day. Is it real love? Does it go this joy? Little bungy bingy, gonna spoil my mind. Little feathered cheek, yeah, keep the beat all day. Little got the same need me. Everybody's yelling, oh, my hair's on fire, my hair's on fire. Is this really love? So we put it out modestly. Is this really love? That's what you get when you're ready. Is this real love? That's what you get when you're sweat. Is this real love? Does it feel like love? Stamp that letter. You know where the post office is. Stamp that letter. P.O. Box 60. Stamp that letter. I'll sign it for anything. Stamp that letter. Stamp that letter. This one's for you. Does it feel like love? Does it feel like love? Does it feel like love? Cause you tell me it's so. Does this feel like love? Cause you tell me you know. Does this feel like love? Feel like this been before. Does this feel like? 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 Before sign off, I'd like to send much love to artist Kevin Harper. He was the Piney Greenbacks' first drummer. Jamming with Kevin kept me going when tragedy made a strat on my neck too much to carry. It also sweetened my voice for the studio. Now sweeten your life and check out his art. This is an endearment, not an endorsement. It's my nature to worry about people, and that means you. Years of kung fu, kickboxing taught me hitting something is a great stress release. If you feel isolated, iced over, get a reflex ball. It's cheap, it's fun, you don't need to be a boxer, you don't need special clothing or a special place. If you're interested in that, check out Amazon, ask for the TEK XYZ reflex ball. The upgraded set is about $25. Put on some music, sing your guts out, try Prince, Parliament, Wu-Tang, or CeeLo, or you could try this Bell Hollow original.
I hear you fooling with the darkness. I hear your shadow on the stair. You're getting walked on in the alley by some millionaire. He got no place he can run to. He got no place underground. He got this ring to hide under when you come sneaking around. Downtown uproar coming down hard on you. When you get out of Compton, better stay out of Kalamazoo. Sheboygan, Michigan. Redemption. I got this voodoo chill. We ought to make it somewhere if it'll only stay still. I got a place I can run to. Got me a place underground. I got an air raid siren when you come sneaking around. Downtown uproar coming down hard on you. When you get out of Compton, better stay out of Pontiac too. Find someplace where you're all last seen brand new. Sheboygan, down in Sheboygan, Duluth, down in Duluth. Baby Hugh, baby Huey, baby Ruth, baby Ruth, baby Ruth. Baby Ruth, baby Ruth, baby Ruth, baby Ruth, baby Ruth, baby Ruth, baby Ruth. Oh, honey, won't you tell me the truth?
Next week, here's Sigmund Freud ask Ed Sullivan about his fixation with Diana Ross. Is Ed simply supreme? Is he jealous of Michael? Tonight we've got a really big shamo. A really big shamo. A big really shamo. A big shamo. Really. I am a house without a shamo. I am a house without a shamo.
Follow us on SoundCloud and like us and listen to us on YouTube. And until next time, see ya.